So we know what is abstract class. Abstract class is like a class which can have any number of abstract and non-abstract method. Okay. Now there is another keyword called interface. Okay. So what is interface? Interface can have only the abstract method. Okay. We cannot have any non-abstract method. Like we cannot have any method with a definition. Okay. So we can have only the abstract method, and we cannot have any variables inside. Okay. The interface I'll come I we can have a final variables. Okay. When I say final, it cannot be a variable, it is a constant. Okay. Final is a keyword which is used to define a constant. Okay. So I cannot have a variables inside an interface. I cannot have a non-abstract method, a method with a definition inside the interface. So that is nothing but a interface. A interface can only have a abstract method. Okay. So I am enforcing my child to give the implementation for all my, so to strictly follow my rules. Okay. So they have to implement they have to give the definition for all my methods. Okay. So that is nothing but an interface. So this protocol, like for a class to extend another class, we need to use a keyword called extend, right? So for a class to implement another interface, okay, we have to use a keyword called implement. Okay. So we need to understand this. Okay. So we need to use the extend class to extend a class. Okay. We need to use a implement keyword to implement an interface. Okay. So that's the difference. And again, like once I implement this interface, I'm going to override this method. Okay. I have to override. So that's a rule given enforced by my parent class called car. Okay. So that is nothing but an interface. So that's a basic difference between the interface and abstract. Okay. So now let's see when in the real-time world when we can use this abstractor interface, right? Let's say I have a requirement to write the data to a SQL database, right? So I have I have written a code which can connect to SQL database, and I have written a code which can insert a data into the SQL database. Okay. And tomorrow, if someone want me to write a code to save the data into a file, not into a database, right? So what I need to rewrite a code to write a to save the data into a file, right? So in this case, okay, tomorrow instead of me adding more introducing new methods, right? Instead of me introducing a new method, okay, so I need to, being in the organization, we need to follow a standard, right? So that standard is given to us by an interface or abstract. Okay. And we being in the same organization, we have to implement and extend that standard, and we need to follow those rules. Okay. So for example, like in any project you can see a DAO interface. Okay. So you have to implement or extend that DAO interface. Okay. So where you have a write method, right? So or save method. So you have to use you need to use the same naming conventions. Okay. Like if even though you are going to save the data in the database, you're going to use the naming convention called save. Okay. And in future when you are enforced, when you are asked to save the data into a file, you should be using the same naming convention called save to save the data into the file. So being in the organization, you need to ask to follow a standard, and that standard is defined inside this abstract or interface. I hope you are clear, right? So abstract or interface is used to follow a standard within the organization. Okay. Within the project. Okay. And when to use abstract and when to use interface, we all know, like there is a limitation for an abstract for being a class. Okay. A class cannot extend more than one class. Okay, a multiple inheritance is not possible in the OOPS world. Okay, a class cannot extend, like a car class cannot, a Toyota car cannot extend car and have another parent class. It cannot have more than one parent class. Okay, but okay, a class can give implementation to n number of interfaces. Okay, it can implement a number of interface. So it's like a car is a actual parent. Okay, but the interface, okay, the class is a actual parent, interface is kind of your um, uncles and aunties, right? So you can so that's the difference between interface and abstract class. Okay, so based upon your requirement, right? If you think, okay, for example, being a DAO, you should not be doing more than saving a data. So in that case, you can go with a interface. But if you are in the service layer, okay, like when I say service layer, in a three-tier architecture, right? We have a view, we have a business layer, we have a data saving, right? Persistent layer, right? So if you are in the business layer, you might be doing a number of activities. In that case, if you implement an abstract class, you may not be doing, you are restricted to extend only one class, but you may need to do a lot of other activities, right? In that case, maybe you can go with an interface. So you need to come up with a that's all. From the architecture point, you need to decide whether you need to go with interface or abstract class. Okay, but the purpose of interface or abstract is enforcing you to follow the standard. Okay, they are putting a rule on you to follow a standard.